Hey everybody, it's Mike Venus, La Soul, and I'm back. Excuse the hair, it's hat hair. It's kind of cool. It's like mid, low 70s, high 60s. So I wore a toboggan earlier, but it's hat hair, right? So what I want to talk about, right? Give you some little game real quick because I feel like when it comes to music and music production, it's like two different things. So what I'm gonna give you is two books that I study to work on basically learning the more technical side because I believe music is really two aspects. You got the music, which that consists of music theory, right? I used to play guitar. This book is theory, right? And because I used the Launchpad and the what was it the fourths layout and chromatic is similar to the layout on the guitar, so it's perfect for me. And this other book, 1,001 Drum Grooves, right? Because when you really think about it, if you a beat maker, right? What is a drum groove? It's a 2 bar beat drum pattern, right? And drum music, it's like this. So so it's like this. This shit's easy to read. Once you like study how it work, it's pretty simple. It's not like reading chords or shit like that. I would never advise that. But yeah, so I got this book, right? Just to brush up on different ideas when it comes to drum patterns for every particular genre. And if you like, well, they don't have trap in there or drill. Trap and drill is basically double time. You playing twice as fast, right? So everything's twice as long to get the same feel. But that's easy, right? But yeah, this book right here is goated, right? And I'll practice programming some drum beats because, like I said, with my hands, finger drumming, that's not happening. I might do it here and there if I feel all right, but if not, no. This I do this to learn scales and chord progressions and ideas when it comes to you know if I want to switch shit up. But I always advise studying because say it's like this week been brutal. The past 2 weeks been brutal for me. I've been having migraines every day, or I'm having issues with my lower back, which is affecting my legs and how long I can sit stationary in front of either my laptop or upstairs with my hardware. And some of those days I can't even see the screen or everything's blurry. So I just kind of like have to kind of like step back from touching the gear, but I always advise studying. You don't have to read the whole book or apply everything, but just I might go through, get like a basic snare hat and kick, and then just program stuff and just listen to it, see what I like. And then with chords, same thing. I might program some chords if my hands ain't, if my hands hurt, I'll program chords. But if my hands feel okay, I might practice playing some chord progressions just to hear what they sound like, you know. And this is a way that I stay sharp. Now, I know a lot of people, they don't like the word music theory. They want to say, well, you don't need that, but it helps. It helps. It's more for understanding. Cause like most of the shit in this book, I'm never gonna use in the context of making a beat. But if I'm making and what is a beat? Basically a two bar loop. You know what I'm saying, right? I got another book. It's upstairs. It's dealing with jazz, and I might touch on that in another lesson where it kind of help you to understand about like arranging, how to arrange tracks, you know. But nah, just keeping it simple. So like for an example, right? I learned about Lydian, right? I like Lydian. It was one of my favorite scales whenever I was playing guitar. And in here for common chord progressions, it's got 4 chord progressions. So what am I doing? You know, sometimes people, and I even had this problem starting out when I was making music, is like, oh, you feel like, well, damn, I got to keep changing something up because it's getting boring or repetitive. But a beat is repetitive. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like double dutching. You know, if you're playing double dutch, you know, you gotta, for the artist to jump on the track, they gotta get the timing down. You keep switching up the speed of the rope turning or slowing it down, it's hard for them to onto the jump in and then catch the rhythm. So some stuff has to be kind of repetitive. And I'm learning that, and I feel like, well, maybe that's too simple, but sometimes simplicity is the highest form of elegancy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes keeping it simple, you know, keep keep it strictly simple, and it helps me to be more productive, especially when I do get to composing and writing and coming up with my instrumentals. Having this knowledge, because I don't pre-write anything. I really just improvise. You know, blank blank template, blank everything, and then I just go in there and I just flow. And with that, it's kind of like freestyling. Like it's a skill in itself, but it's the same as improvising. To be good at improvising, at freestyling or flowing, you have to replenish yourself because what you're doing, you're pulling from stuff you already know. And if your knowledge or your pool is shallow, it's not deep. It's not much you can pull from, and then this is where you start getting a lot of repetitive. Um, Everything starts sounding the same. So this is what I do whenever I'm not actually physically touching or playing or even writing music or making a project. I'm brushing back up on my music theory with my music theory book. And this shit's cheap. This is like $20, right? This book right here, and I got these at like Guitar Center, or you know, if Sam Ash is still around. This is $15, you know, plus tax. So like or you can go to Barnes and Nobles or Books A Million and find these type of books, and but you will find them mainly in like Guitar Center or a place like that, and it it's a way to kind of, it's like I won't say a cheat code, but it's like speeding up the process, you know, so that when you do want to work, you just flow. So once again, I say, you know, if you can, for drum patterns, even in the style that you don't usually use, it's still good to know. Get this book, 1001 Drum Grooves, right? It's $15 plus tax. And then this book, Music Theory, right? And it's really simple, because once you learn you know, the notes on your MIDI controller or keys or on the guitar, or even how to program it on a piano roll, you're golden. Then all this other stuff becomes second nature. So with that, hopefully this was helpful. Um, like I said, I was dealing with migraines the past 2 weeks, and it was really bad. So I haven't really been posting like that, but I'll come back with more stuff, going more in depth about stuff about music theory or different drum grooves and how to apply it to today's music if you're making beats. So with that, I'm Mike Venus, La Soul. Till the next time, Mike out.